Welcome to the Twin Stitches Designs podcast. My name is Julie, and I'm the knitwear designer behind Twin Stitches Designs. I just want to say a huge welcome to any new and returning viewers. I thank you so much for checking out my podcast. I really hope you enjoy it. And this is episode 8. What are we today? We are November 4th. It's been about 2 weeks since I've podcasted last, and I have so much to share with you today. I am Julianne Knitter on Instagram and Ravelry. You can find my knitwear designs under Twin Stitches Designs. We also have a Ravelry group for the podcast and my designs where you can find all the links below. As well, when I have the chance, I put them in our Ravelry group. If you have any questions, please let me know either in the down bars here or in the Ravelry group. If you see me look here, I have show notes that are making sure that I don't forget anything today so that we can have somewhat of an easy flow podcast. It's been a little while. It's been 2 weeks, so I'm a little out of practice. Last weekend we were away, me and my husband, for our birthdays. Thank you so much to everyone who wished us a happy birthday, who shopped the sale. It was a really great weekend. We enjoyed ourselves. We had left on Friday. We had slept 2 nights away, and we came back on Sunday. It was just absolutely perfect, what we needed to recharge, to sleep. It was just really, really nice. I got some knitting done on the drive, and yeah, it's just been crazy. And this weekend, I had a baby shower on Saturday, my niece's birthday on Sunday, so I wasn't able to podcast this weekend. It's just, I think like every weekend there's something now. It's, you're getting into that holiday season rush where everyone's trying to get everything done before the holidays. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to come to you guys at least every week, and if not every 2 weeks. So I appreciate your patience with me for that. I think that's a lot for the intros. I'm going to go over some administrative things. We have a few things to go over. I'm just turning my page here. I know, guys, I'm on the ball today. I have show notes. So for the administrative, we have a knit along going on in our Ravelry group. This is for the Coffee House Sock Club. I announce it every 2 to 3 episodes, so I'm just not always repeating the same exact thing to you guys. But you might want to stay. Don't fast forward too much because we did receive some prizes in the mail that I can't wait to show you. So the Coffee House Sock Club is a knit along that is going on from September 1st all the way to December 31st. It is for my Coffee House Sock Club collection. And right now, all 3 patterns are out. You can only purchase the club as a whole. And then starting December 1st, you can purchase them for individual purchase, but they will be full price. So you can grab those now if you would like. I will put the link down below, and come join in either through the Ravelry chatter, the Instagram where you can post, as well as post your finished objects in the Ravelry group. Okay, I will go through the prizes again. So these are all the final prizes. We have a hat that is already knit up, which is amazing, from MJ Crochet Knits, and it's a fun beanie that has the word coffee on the top. If I remember, I will put a photo in the show notes. We have some DPN holders from Sheila Scraps from the Trunk. We have 2 beautiful coffee bean DPN holders, which are adorable. Do I have them here? No, can't remember. But they are absolutely so cute. If you go a few podcasts back, I show them off, and I love it. You will have 3 patterns from my Ravelry shop, so 3 individual people will win a pattern of their choice. 1 pattern prize from Crafty Tuts, who is Mary, and a skein of the winner's choice from the Little Wolf Knits, who is Brianna, which I've knit suit and tie socks, and I'm currently knitting up another one of her beautiful yarns. So if you like any of those, you could ask for that. But I know she's coming out with a bunch of Christmas skeins and more collections. So whoever wins that will be able to choose one, and she will send it directly to you. Okay. Next up, we received a bag in the mail, and this is from Sherry of Daisy Girl Fiber, and Daisy Girl and Company. No, not Daisy Girl Fiber. She makes these amazing peekaboo bags. And if you haven't seen these before, it is a see-through bag, and you can put your amazing project in here, and you're able to see your project as you're putting it away, and it just keeps you. I just think it's the most cute idea. I really, really love it. And her bags are so well made. There is just, I really love the print. And I would say this is a bit of medium wedge. Um, easily fit, easily fit a shawl, or, I mean, the start of a sweater for sure, some socks. Anything of that you could definitely fit in here. It's an amazing bag, so well made. And yeah, you can check out her shop. I will link her below. And she's, like I said, she has stunning, stunning bags. So if you would like to grab one of your own, definitely go check out her shop. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sherry. So that is one. The next exciting prize is from Christina of the Cozy Knitter. She messaged me and wanted to donate a prize for the knit along, and this is on her. This is a Varsity, which is Yarn of the Month of August. So I don't think you can get these right now. So these were in hot demand for her mystery sock club, and I'm kind of matching over here. And Christina is a self-striping dyer who is amazing. I'm actually I ordered her advent skein, so it's like 24 individual stripes this year, so I'm really excited for that. But yeah, and this is on her Bliss base, which is a 80% 80/20 Superwash Merino nylon blend. So I will also link her below in her shop. She has beautiful, beautiful yarns, so if you would like to grab yourself some. But those are all the prizes for the knit along. So you guys, you still have a ton of time. You just need to finish one pair of socks. That's all you got to do. And I will also be pulling some prizes from the chatter threads and also Instagram. So make sure you tag me, use the hashtags, and just have fun. This is a no stress knit along. I don't want it to be too much, but it's just a really fun knit along. I released the third and final pattern, and I also made the announcement that I will be doing this Coffee House Sock Club again next year. You guys have been loving it, and I have too. It's just been pushing me out of my comfort zone, and I've really been enjoying it. So I'll be doing it again next year. But while we were away, I had released the third and final pattern. This is called my Freshly Brewed Socks, and they were knit out of Artistic Lily in her Freshly Brewed sock kit. The name was just perfect that I needed to steal it for the pattern. Not sure if you can see. I did post some photos on Instagram, and I think this one, I can't play. Can I? Yeah, I can play favorites. I really, really love this. I've already worn it. And I love the pink heel. Really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So she still has some skeins of Freshly Brewed in her shop if you would like to go grab yourself one. I really enjoyed knitting up with Ellie of Artistic Lily. She has amazing yarn and it's just stunning. I really love how these knit up. So you can either get the club now or wait for December 1st to get your individual purchase. But I don't know if it's this twisted stitches with the cables, but it's just, and the back is stockinette. So it gives you that nice break, but you get these beautiful cables going all the way down. It just makes for a super, super comfy, cozy socks. And let me tell you that these are so easy to do. They look more complicated than they are. Trust me on that one. All right, so that. Amanda of Little Bitty Delights will be having more charms for, I want to say she's maybe doing an update this Friday. Check out her Instagram. I will link her also below. A lot of you have been really wanting those charms that went with the Coffee House Sock Clubs, and she will be releasing those separately. So if you would love to grab some, and I know she has another few coffee-themed ones, so she'll be having those in her shop. So if you would like to grab them, I'll link her below, and make sure you're either signed up for her newsletter or just get notified of when her shop update is going to be. So, hey, I'm on a roll. I'm pretty proud of myself. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, you don't have to adjust your screens. I finished it. So, the last podcast I had mentioned I did a crazy goal on myself, which I really shouldn't have. Well, I podcasted on Monday, and I just started one of the sleeves, and I was about here on one of the sleeves, and I had said, I'm hoping we are leaving Friday morning. I am hoping that by the time that I leave, that I have the sweater done, blocked, pattern done, sent to my tech editor, and open up the test knit. And I did it. By Friday morning, I was wearing the sweater. I couldn't, yeah, I went crazy. But this is my winter trees pattern. The test knit is already closed and I just sent it off to test knitters. I'm hoping to get this pattern out to you guys at the end of December, around like the 27th. So you'll be able to cast on a new sweater for the new year. You could even do a New Year's Eve cast on. So this is knit out of Fingering Weight Yarns, and which is out of Laura of Campfiber Yarns in her Mariana's Trench and Tiramisu. So it is a fun, I'm just going to try and get up a little bit, some nice positive ease, full length, about 3/4 length sleeves, and just so easy to knit. I knit this on a US 5, just really, it's probably one of my most comfortable sweaters that I've knit up to now, like that I always want to wear, that it's just, it fits me perfectly. So I really kept in mind the shape and what I did with this, and for future sweater patterns, because yeah, I just really, really love it. So I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to get this out to you guys. If you don't want to miss out on any pattern releases or special promotions, sign up for my newsletter, and you'll always get a special coupon code for pattern releases. So you want to stay tuned for that one. Before I go any further, this Friday, I think it's November 8th, I will have 2 patterns that are going live on Ravelry. So if you haven't signed up for the newsletter and are interested in either of these, go now, sign up, pause me, go and sign up. Also check out your junk or trash bin. For some odd reason, they think they're spam and they always go in there. So make sure that you look out for that one. But my Kelma sweater, which was knit out of Lizzie Ann Yarns in her in their barn and teacup colorway, is coming out on Friday. I loved this sweater so much. It is coming out in 9 different sizes, 30-inch bust all the way to a 60 or 62-inch bust. And I forgot to mention, this one will be in 10 sizes. From a 30 to a 62, I think. This one I added an extra size. So this sweater is going to be coming out, and I know that they will be, the ladies at Lizzie Ann Yarns will be having kits as well for this beautiful sweater. So I had a lot of the teacup colorway left over, and I decided to knit my design a pair of fingerless mitts to go with it. They are still a little bit damp. I blocked them out today. I forgot. I had finished them about a week or 2 ago, but I forgot to block them before I went on vacation. So they are really, really nice. I absolutely love this teacup colorway, and it is perfect for those leftover yarns that you have lying around. I want to say they only took about 40 grams. And my test knitter said as well that it only took about 40 grams. So I really enjoy this. And these fingerless mitts, I am going to be calling The Tale of Three Brothers, because of the 3 different cables. And it is in reference of Harry Potter. Yeah, I know. I'm obsessed. The Tale of Three Brothers, if you're not aware, is when they read the tale of the 3 brothers, which explains the Deathly Hallows. And there's the 3 brothers that are represented in the story. I don't want to give away the entire story, just in case you've never heard about it. It's one of my favorite parts in the movies. I haven't, I'm reading the series right now and I haven't gotten to that part yet and I'm really excited. I don't know, it's one of my favorite moments and I absolutely love the significance of the Deathly Hallows and how they incorporated it. I really, really love it. So it was actually one of my test centers who had suggested that and I thought, oh my God, yes. So I'm going to be calling them The Tale of Three Brothers. So yes, if you would like any of these 2 patterns, they're coming out this Friday. Okay, so don't forget. Okay. Since we saw you last, I finished another project. I know, I'm just banging these out. I have not blocked this out. I literally finished it last night. So this is the cowl that I was talking to you guys about. I just decided that I needed a cowl when I go to the gym in the mornings. I find it's cold and I don't have something that I can wrap around my neck that's really warm, that's neutral. I just bought myself a brand new jacket. It's nice and black, of course. And I just wanted an easy cowl that I can shove on with any jackets, and this is it. So it is, like I said, it's not blocked out, so they're not the perfect, like they're all the same length, but really stretches. And I used 2 different yarns. So what I did was I marled a fingering weight with a DK weight, and I knit this on a loose gauge around a US 10. So it knit up so fast. It's amazing. So you have some seed stitch, some stockinette, some garter, and it just goes around and around and around. So you knit this on the bias, is that what you call it? And then you just sew it up at the end. So you can't even tell where it is. And I'll put it on, like I said, it's not blocked out yet, but I love it. I cannot wait. Like, I can't wait to wear this in my jacket. Oh, it's just, yeah. And I love that because the types of textures that I used are easily reversible. It doesn't look bad if it's on the wrong side, or it really doesn't matter. So I think that's a great gift knit for anybody, because a lot of people don't know if you gift them a shawl or one of those things, they don't know how to wear them. So this is so easy, so fast, and I am going to be writing up the pattern. I will be looking for test knitters probably in the next few days, and I want this to be a quick test knit, maybe about a week or 2. You knit this on a US 10, and it uses, I used 100 grams of DK weight and 50 grams of fingering weight. So you could use up any scraps. I used the same color fingering weight, so I held Knit Picks Dove Heather. I used white from, it's a white bait, Laura of Campfiber Yarns. It's her DK 100% BFL. Not 100% sure on the colorway name, but I know it's a white. And then I used up, I had some Madeline Tosh DK in a one of a kind. So you see these little flecks right here of black. It was just white with some darkish flecks. So I found that it blended really nice because you don't really see you see the little flecks here a little bit. So yeah, you could play around with colors, you could do a gradient, you could even use these for Advent minis because you're using 50 grams of fingering weight. You could easily make a few of these or whatever you want. So I'm really excited about this cowl, and like I said, I'm going to be looking for test knitters very, very, very soon. I have a ear burn list in my Ravelry group if you are not aware, and that way you'll be notified right away when I put out the call. Like I said, super fast, great gift knitting. Last minute gift knitting, this is great. I can't wait to block it out later so it's all even and it'll look cleaner. But like I said, I just got it off my needles last night. So really, really happy with this. Yeah, I just used a bunch of stash yarn that I had, and I just, like I said, wanted a neutral cowl. All right. What am I? Okay. Oh dear, yeah. Okay. So on the last podcast, I talked about this sweater that I am amazingly collaborating with Loriane of Tous les Matins Yarns. Her yarn is stunning. I really, really enjoy it, and I love knitting with it. Oh dear. And I separated the sleeves on the last podcast, and I was like, you know what? I am gonna knit that body. I might even have it done. I tried it on, I blocked it out actually, and I tried it on. I didn't like the way it looked. So I ripped it all out. I don't want to put out, and I've mentioned this on the podcast I think before, I never want to put out a pattern that I'm not happy with and I wouldn't wear. I want to make sure that when I put out a pattern that it is exactly what I envision, exactly what I want, and what I wanted to show to you guys. So I don't want to put out a pattern just to put it out. So I decided to rip it out. I was talking to Laura from Campfiber Yarns, and I was just like, I think I gotta rip it out. She's like, yeah, I think so too. So I just pulled it all out one night, didn't even think twice, just pulled it all, put it back in I picked up all the stitches, and then I left it in the bag. So it made me feel so much better that when I came right back to it, it was at a good starting point. And I've always told you guys, if ever you're knitting on something and you're not sure, put it aside. Don't stress about it too much, because this is supposed to be relaxing. This is supposed to be enjoyable for us to knit. We're not supposed to be stressing out and not liking it and just finishing it to finish. If you don't like something, don't knit it, or put it aside and let it mull over and think about what you really want, what you envision, what was that end product in your brain. So that's what I love to do personally. So yeah, I ripped it all out. This is in the same bag, my Maple Mousse fiber bags that I've mentioned before. I don't think she makes her bags anymore, but if she ever does, I will let you know. And this is her tag, Tous les Matins Yarns, in her Taupe DK base, which is 100% superwash merino. It is in her main colorway Ghost, which is this beautiful white with speckles. I'm using this for the main color, and I am using Cumulonimbus and Fox as the contrast colors. And I'm doing a colorwork sweater. I'm not sure how much colorwork, I don't know. I'm still going through the whole thing. So here is where I'm at. Yeah, I know. I was like all the way separated the sleeves. I'm like, but you know what? I don't regret pulling it out. I know some people might think I'm crazy for pulling it, like all of that work, and it was all color work, but I'm happier because I'm less stressed about it. So now I'm actually enjoying the knit, because I think that what I have in my head for the design is actually what I want. So I'm knitting these on my high sharp interchangeable needles on a US 6. Yeah. So I'm enjoying knitting on it, and I can't wait to put more focus on that and knit that up. I'll show you as I go along, and no, I'm not. I was about to say, oh, you never know, next podcast I'll have the sleeve separated. I'm like, Julie, would you stop? You guys, I had the last podcast. I always tell you guys I'm not going to make deadlines, and then I push myself like crazy to finish this sweater for no reason, because I wanted it done by the vacation. But I need to be realistic with myself. I have a lot of shoulder issues. I've pulled out my top rib twice before, and I get carpal tunnel, so I'm all screwed up in there. And I'm like, Julie, you should know better than to try and push yourself like crazy on knitting. So I want realistic goals. I still want to set goals, because then, I wouldn't be me if I didn't, right? Anywho, this is my Tangle Stitch Shop notions pouch. I really, really enjoy it. Like I said, you just open it up flat, and all of your goodies are in there. So I really, really enjoy these. I need some more of these. I love them. I love putting them in all my project bags. Sorry if I'm a little sniffly. I think we're coming down with a little cold in the house. I don't know. I really hope not. But, yeah. Okay, I am at here. Okay, next in another maple mousse fiber bag is the next pattern in the like the men's collection. So I am knitting this again out of Little Wolf Knits, who is Brianna, and this is in her Down the Shore sock set. So it's this beautiful blue. So I just started the cuff, and I just started the design a little bit, so I don't even think you can see the design because I just did the first row or two. So let me show you without all the mess. I really love how it's knitting up. I really like it. So I have the design on the front, and like I said, I literally did 2 rows of design, so you can't see it anyways. Oh, I'm just gonna sew that in later. But yeah, I really enjoy knitting on these, and again, there's no deadline for these, but I do want them to move along. It'd be great if I could gift them to my husband for Christmas and get the pattern out to you guys before then. But they are just, I want them, like I mentioned for the other men's collection, I want these to be patterns that are very simple, very easy, and mindless to knit. Great for gift knitting and for the men in your family. Okay, that one and done. Okay, the last whip that I've been actually working on, I won't show you any of the others. I know I do have others, but like I did knit a few rows on my, I guess I'll show it. It's been a few episodes. My gravel path socks. These are a pattern that I already have released that I absolutely love. They're one of those vanilla sock patterns. There's actually a Nancy who is in a little knit group. She is knitting them up and they look amazing. It's just one of those easy, simple, vanilla-ish patterns. So it's this fun pattern. I'm knitting this out of Haute Knit Yarns in her Who Drank the Tequila colorway. I love the yarn. I love her base. I think it's Sheila. Oh dear. I shouldn't even try. But yeah, it's amazing. So I did knit a few rows. I finally turned the heel on them, and I'm done turning the heel, the gusset, and I'm just on the leg. So I brought these for our vacation in the car to go drive to our destination. So yeah, it was just some fun, easy car knitting. And this is in my Mrs. Brown's bag, one of her little sock sacks. I think I need a drink of water. Okay. Next is a fun new collaboration that you guys have not seen. You might have seen on Instagram if you follow me there. I was honored to also collaborate with Hedgehog Fibers. They put out a call out to designers, and yeah, it was really, really fun. So I did cast on, oh my god, there's some stitches. There, crisis averted. Yeah, it might look like a mess. It's not. Maybe, oh, yeah, no, it is a mess. Anyways, I am knitting a colorwork sweater. The main color is Cinder. I collaborate with Hedgehog Fibers, who is known for their color. Like crazy color, beautiful colors. And what does Julie pick for the main color of a sweater? Gray. I know, you guys are probably thinking I'm so predictable, but... And then the next 2 colors, this is Fool's Gold. This one stole my heart. And this is Rose Hip. So I'm knitting some fun color work with these 3. And if you want a full picture, I did post one on Instagram with all of the skeins so you can really see the contrast. And I literally just started some fun color work. So I cast this on for my birthday. This was a fun birthday cast on, and I knit a lot of it during the drive, but I had to stop because it's hurting my shoulder a little bit doing all of that color work. So I have a ton of strings. Sorry, people. But yeah, no, I am absolutely loving this. Again, no deadline. I'm not putting myself a deadline for this one, but I'm really, really excited. I'm going to be doing a nice colorwork yoke. I might be doing some design work on the bottom, but for right now, I think it's just going to be a beautiful colorwork yoke. And so I love those patterns where once you finish the yoke, separate the sleeves, you just got like easy breezy knitting for the body, and that for me is so relaxing, and I can bring everywhere. I can knit on during the day, so that's when it's smooth sailing for me, when I can do that. I know some people aren't crazy about stockinette, like endless rows of stockinette. I don't mind because it's so busy in my life, and it's also so busy in my design work, that when I can have a garment that's just knit knit knit, it takes that brain, like that mental space away from me, and I can just knit without thinking, without caring. I love that. That's just me. This is in my fridge supply co bag that was gifted to me by one of my amazing friends. So yeah, that is the bulk that I've been working on. Like I said, my gravel path socks, I knit a few rows here and there. I really do enjoy them, and I always think I have a pair of gravel path socks on my needles just because they're so vanilla-y that you don't really have to think, but you still get a cute pattern in there. All right. And that is it, yeah, for everything I've been working on. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit. I love quilting. I am getting into quilting. I am not a quilter. I'm just getting into it, and I used to love watching, and she hasn't podcasted for a long time, Sarah of Love Sock Wool, and I got so inspired by her, and she did a lot of Quilt As You Go patterns, which is a Quilt As You Go made modern. I don't have the book with me here, but I just wanted to show you. So I've been working on a quilt, and I finished a few squares. So the Quilt As You Go method is that you quilt on your batting and then you attach the backing after, so it's a little different. So I finished a full row, and it's two-sided, so, and it's not perfect by any means. I have mistakes, I am sure, but it's a fun I enjoy it so much, and I think I enjoy it so much because there's no deadline for me, there's no pressure, and I can just put things together, and I don't have to write up a pattern. It's just one of those easy things that I can craft just to craft, that it's not work, that it's not anything. So it clears my mind and brain. I always say brain space, but it's true. I mean, it clears it out for me. So I'm loving it. I also want to create more quilts for our family. We don't have anyone who makes quilts, and I think it's just something that I want it to be heirlooms that we can pass on to our children. Ooh, got a fluff. That we can pass on to our children and their children. And so I want to make some really, really big quilts for the couch. And I also, I want to make 2 quilts. And I'm getting a lot of charm packs from some friends to make 2 beautiful quilts for my daughters and to have on their beds. So I'm really excited about that. But I am going to finish this one first before I go and start making more quilts. But I hope you guys like a little quilting session section here and there, and I'll keep you guys posted on my progress. But yeah, I use these using a jelly roll, so they're pre-cut fabrics, and then I bought a few extra scraps of fabric to put in there because one jelly roll only makes a smaller quilt, and I want this to be like maybe like a twin size bed quilt. I want it to be large enough that we are on the couch and we can just put it out and everyone kind of cuddles together. That's what I want. Okay, that is it. We have some acquisitions. Some things came in the mail. I did buy a few things, and there might be a giveaway at the end of the podcast. So I didn't mention it at the beginning because I completely forgot, but there will be a giveaway on this week's episode. So really excited about that. So first up in the mail is a beautiful skein from Spectacular Yarns. She had contacted me asking to collaborate, and I said, of course, I would love to. And this is in her Cinnamon Spice colorway. really, really pretty. I really love it. And there's like these flecks of pinkish. I think it's a perfect colorway name. And if you know anything about me, I love this type of color. But yeah, no, so I'm going to be designing a pair of socks. I'm really excited. Oh, I think one of my twins just woke up. Both of my twins are both up, so I'm going to try to wrap this one up quick. But yes, I'm very excited about scanning this up and doing a new sock design with it, and I'll keep you posted. Also, what I found that I had never seen before, she had sent a little bottle of essential oils, and it says inhale, exhale, and relax. And we were talking, and she told me to put a little bit on my palms and just to smell it while I'm relaxing and knitting at night. And I love that. I love little added touches, and it was really, really cute. So, spectacular yarns. I'll link her shop below if you would love to go and get yourself some yarn for yourself. The next thing I received in the mail was a lovely surprise and gift from one of my friends. And it is a skein of self-striping from Lollipop Yarns. This is her catnap colorway. And I absolutely love these names. I mean, 5 rows of each of snooze, siesta, relax. It's adorable. So I received this beautiful sock set in the mail. I cried that morning. It was just so overwhelming, and there's nothing better than opening up the mailbox and getting yarn that you didn't order. I was just absolutely overwhelmed. So I cannot wait to cast these on and to see how they knit up. And they're definitely going to be socks for me and nobody else. The last thing that I wanted to show was the giveaway. I had ordered some Tuft Woolens and it arrived in the mail, but she had asked me if I wanted a giveaway for the podcast. And I said, of course, I want to give away stuff to you guys. So this is her very famous Chai Spice hand balm, as well as a lip balm of hazelnut latte. So she gave me as well an extra of a lip balm. And you guys, I need everything in this scent. Everything. It smells incredible. And I absolutely love it. So you get a chance to win both of these. I will try and add a few extra goodies in there. If you would love to win, just make sure you are a subscriber to the podcast and a member of our Ravelry group. I will have a prompt in our Ravelry group, so just go over there and tell me what is your favorite Tuft Woolen scent. Have you tried it? Do you love it? If you've never tried it, what scent would you want to try? And I'll be pulling a winner. Sorry if you hear them, they're just playing. I'll be pulling a winner in the next 2 weeks with random number generator, and I'll announce it here on the podcast. So good luck, and definitely go and make sure you are a subscriber to the channel. I will be checking and a member of the Ravelry group. So I think that's all for today. I'll wrap things up very quickly, and I hope that you guys have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I can't wait to chat with you again next time. Happy knitting. Bye.